Hello.
Yes, is Amelia Mass there, please?
This is she.
Hello, Amelia. This is Officer Stanko, and we had a report about a deer hitting that happened to you just recently. Do you know about
Um,
that?
well, yeah, I had a deer, but it wasn't real recently, no.
Well, the first thing that's happened is we know that what from this report that you hit a live deer and then left the scene of the accident. Is that correct?
Well, I wouldn't say, the deer was alive, yes, but he ran out in front of me. I didn't just
But you did
hit
leave the
a
scene.
deer.
Is that not right?
Well, yeah,
Okay, well,
I
that's a
did.
serious problem here in this state, ma'am.
Well, sir, okay, there's a reason why I left. I didn't realize I
Okay,
hit
well,
it
I'm going to need to,
right
if you can
away.
explain that to me, because right now there's a warrant out for you. So I
Okay,
really
that's what
need to
I'm
hear
trying
what
to,
your reason is.
right, that's what I'm trying to explain to you, though.
Okay.
Okay, it was about 11 o'clock at night, and the deer actually ran into me. Well,
This is still considered an illegal harvesting, ma'am.
illegal harvesting,
Yes,
wait a
ma'am.
minute,
You hit
what do you
a
mean by that?
live deer that died, and then you left the scene.
Okay, can I finish explaining to you why I left the
Yes,
scene? Okay,
please.
it was 11 o'clock at night. I had 3 children with me, and I was by myself. All I know is I went to the nearest exit, went to the gas station, and called as soon as I got parked and so that I could calm my nerves, because at that point I'm freaking out because I didn't know what I had hit.
Well, don't you think the
And,
deer was freaking out a little bit more, ma'am?
well, since
The
I have
deer was
3
the one that
children in the
got
car
hit,
with
not
me,
you.
since I have 3 children who are human beings in the car with me, I don't really care how the deer was feeling.
So what happened
So
after that?
I called, I don't think I called 911. I don't remember if I
No,
called
ma'am, you
911
did
or if I
call
called.
911. You did call
I
911. I'm
didn't.
looking at the transcripts.
You said I did or I didn't?
You did.
Okay. Anyway, I called something, 911, whatever, the state troopers, I don't know. I let them know that I thought I hit a deer and, someone needed to come fill out an accident report because, quite a bit of damage was done to my vehicle. So, so that's why I left the scene.
Well, ma'am, didn't they ask you to go back to the scene and you denied them? That's in the transcripts, by
I
the
sure
way.
did because I didn't know where in the world to go back to, and I explained that on the phone that night. I told them that if they wanted to send the trooper down the road to find a deer on the side of the road, then they could. I was not going to go drive however many miles with 3 kids with the front of my truck hanging off to go find some deer laying on the side of the road. I wasn't going to go
Now, you
back.
do understand how selfish and mean that sounds right there, don't you?
You're telling me that I'm selfish because I didn't want to go look for a dead deer?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it's not
Now,
selfish
if
because I
PETA,
had.
let me just say, if PETA was involved right now, there would be some serious trouble going on. But I'm trying
I really
to
could
keep
care
them
less
away.
about PETA. Okay, well, I could really care less about that because they're not relevant to the situation.
So,
Because I'm starting to get kind of agitated. So what's the purpose of this call?
right now, Mrs. Mass, I was calling you to try and get to the bottom of this investigation. So 2 officers don't show up at your house and take you to jail tonight. So that's what the purpose of this call is. There's no reason
Okay,
to
so
get smart or
I could
anything. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this tonight.
to come to my house to arrest me for what? First of all, the accident was in a completely different state. So you're telling me 2 officers are going to drive to a different state
Yes,
to come
ma'am,
pick me up?
and they're going to take you to the county jail, and then you'll be escorted over to North Carolina.
Okay, really? For what? What am I being arrested for?
Illegal harvesting.
I didn't harvest anything. When you harvest something, you gather something. I didn't harvest anything. I didn't do anything that was illegal. Nothing.
You didn't take you didn't like. What the problem is this is really the problem here. Let me tell
Okay.
you what the real issue is. There's a deer that got hit. You say you left the scene and went home with your children and stayed there. When Let me tell you what happened after that. Okay? When the investigators came out, they found this deer and it was cut up. Okay?
Mhm.
All of the meat was gone. It was laying in a right by the side of the road where you hit him, and there was all of his meat was gone. He was skinned, gutted, and filleted. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, I didn't do that.
That's why there's this charge of illegal harvesting, ma'am. And we need to get to the bottom
I
of it
am
tonight.
not the one who skinned and gutted and whatever else they did. Whoever. I didn't do that. I have no part of that. I didn't do that.
Okay. So,
I hit the deer because.
do-
Let me explain. Okay, so let me ask you this. Since you seem to be.
well,
so
let me
concerned
ask you
about-
something because I need to be the one asking the questions, okay? Let me ask you something. If you
What?
didn't hit the deer, you hit the deer, we know that, right?
Well, technically, the deer hit me, but okay.
Okay, the deer hit you. But
yeah,
yes,
he
that is
ran out in
correct,
front
right?
of me. He ran out in front of
Okay.
me. Yes.
Ran out in front of you and you hit the deer, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Then you left and went home. Is that correct?
Well, no, I went to the exit first and stayed at the gas station for God knows how long because it took forever for them to even come over there to even do any kind of report, and I still had 2 hours left to drive home. So what I did first was I went to the exit first. That's what I did first.
All right. Now, would you disagree with someone coming in and searching your house for any venison?
Yes, I would disagree to that because there's no reason for anybody to come search my house for anything.
See, now that's a bad thing.
Sir, no, it's not. Sir, listen to me. I don't even own the vehicle anymore. Let me tell you this. Okay, yeah, you have the questions, and I'm trying to respect that. You're an officer of, I don't know if you said the law or the officer of the wild animals. I don't know. But let me explain something to you. I don't even own the vehicle anymore. You know why? Because the truck, even after it got fixed, still kept, not riding very smooth, so I couldn't even keep the vehicle. Second of all, let me ask
Was there
you
blood
this.
all over it?
There was, I don't know if it was blood or not. There was something on the truck when it first happened. But
Was it red?
please let me ask you, is the truck what?
No, was that substance red?
Honestly, we think it was animal feces that was on there.
So you
don't
scared the
know
shit
what-
out of the deer, basically.
Probably. Well, it scared the shit out of me, honestly. But can I please ask you a question?
Did you have feces on you?
No, I did not. I don't think
Well,
that has
then,
anything to do with what.
You weren't
Okay,
as
I don't
scared
think
as
that
the
has
deer
anything-
then, now were you?
Okay, I think that question was very inappropriate, and I don't think that has anything to do with whatever you're trying to investigate. But I would like to ask you a question. If you are so concerned about the deer, please tell me why whoever's in control of the deer or who is the protector of the deer, why aren't you guys doing a better job of not letting the deer cross the interstate so that they
Well,
don't get
ma'am, we
killed?
do everything we can to do that. I understand your question and your concern, but we do
You
put
do everything that you
barriers
can
up.
to do that. Do you realize the deer was in the median? Therefore, he had to get across one side of the interstate to the median to go across to the other side. So somebody's not doing their job. So maybe instead of investigating me, you should be investigating whoever's not keeping the deer.
Well, trust
in the
trust
woods.
me, ma'am. Mrs. Mass, there is a huge investigation. Not only you are being investigated, but all of the county workers that do take care of that, and a lot of other people are being investigated in this matter also.
Well, I
We're
shouldn't be
trying.
investigated
All we're
for
trying to
anything.
do right now is to find the perp that cut this deer up on the side of the road. That's all we're trying to do right now.
And I am trying to tell you, okay, I don't really remember what you said your name was at the beginning, but what
Officer Stanko. You can call me Officer Stanko.
Officer Stanko?
That's correct.
That doesn't even sound like a real name. What
Well,
I'm trying to explain to you.
Are you slamming my name now? Ma'am,
No,
you're not
I'm
a very
saying
nice
it did
person,
not.
ma'am.
Okay,
That's
okay.
my given
This is what
name.
I'm trying to explain to you. I have nothing to do with whoever skinned, gutted, chopped up meat, whatever the freak. Probably one of those freak hunters who go out hunting deer all the time. Why is that even? Why is that even allowed to do anyway? You're so worried about what I did. I didn't do
Well,
anything to the deer. The
it
deer,
was out of season.
actually,
You're
the deer
right.
did something to
And
me. The deer did something to me. He hit my truck and did $4,000 worth of damage. So who's going to give me back my $4,000 of damage that was done? Because whoever is not keeping the deer, in the woods or whatever, they should be paying my fines. And what I had to take care of, that's what they should be doing.
Miss Mass,
I'm sorry?
do you
What?
have any family that could take care of that $4,000 for you? Because I can
Do I
tell
have-
you that deer doesn't have any family that's going to take care of what that deer lost. Do you have any family that can take care of your $4,000?
No, I do not. And if I did, I
Well,
wouldn't ask
I
you to.
happen to know from my investigation that you
Mm-hmm.
do have a sister called Heather and a brother-in-law called Kirk. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. And I don't know how you would
Okay.
know that because that should not be anywhere in my accident report.
Well, no, it wasn't, ma'am, but I can pull everything up on you because of this investigation. Now,
Okay.
that being said, have you ever asked your sister to help you out with that $4,000?
No, I have not.
Well, why not? I mean, the deer can't ask for any help. Why don't you ask for some help?
Because I don't need any help. I don't even have the truck anymore. What I'm saying is, what I meant by that is,
Let me stop
Okay.
you, okay? Now listen to me for a minute. Okay, I want you
Okay.
to listen very closely.
okay,
I can tell you this. Because you did not call your sister and your brother-in-law for help on that $4,000, that's the reason why you're being punked tonight on this call.
that's why I'm being
Miss-
what?
Punked. You're being
What do you mean?
punked right now, Miss Mass.
Punk how? What are you talking about? Who is
You're
this? Who
being
is this?
punked from the Dumbass.tv show, courtesy.
Oh my God, y'all have my pressure up. Oh my Lord, have mercy, Jesus. You were about to get, I don't know who you are, but you were about to get cussed out. You were so about to get cussed out. Okay, awesome. I'm going to beat my sister.
Good night,
That's
Amelia.
awesome. Good night. Have a good one. Bye.